think that really even fucking matters. Yo, mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. I guess I can check it my freaking self. Alrighty. Mic check 1 2 1 2 3 4.
Mic check 1 2.
Okay,
1, 2, 3,
sounds like we're good. All right. I don't know, man. I might go back to Periscope because this shit is this shit is very, very annoying. How it just like it sets up correctly, and then it doesn't, and then I don't know. It's just stupid. But anyways, either way, what's important is we're live now. It's all good. Hope everybody's doing well. Haven't done one of these in a while, so I wanted to come back, take your questions, comments, whatever. Can be Gamecocks related, can be not. Doesn't really matter. So you guys fire away and we'll get it going. So just so stupid. God, this YouTube thing's stupid. Yeah, I have the exact same settings the last time and it doesn't want to cooperate. I don't know what the technology is great until it isn't, man. It's just kind of, you just kind of roll with the punches, I guess. But whatever. We're here now. It's all that really matters. So, let's see. Whatever questions you got. Obviously, we got a lot to talk about. There is a lot to talk about. Between Gamecocks basketball, baseball, football. There's SEC basketball going on right now. Just recorded, actually, just literally right before this, just finished up recording tomorrow's show, previewing tomorrow's basketball game, previewing or continuing the position at previews for baseball, but definitely previewing the game tomorrow in Fayetteville. My thoughts about the game tomorrow. I think it's going to be a tough game. I think Arkansas is a pretty good team, but this really feels like one of those swing games that if you're going to be a legitimate, like if you're really going to make a legitimate run in NCAA tournament, you need to win. You know what I mean? Like I'm still sitting here. I'm not predicting that the Gamecocks are going to be a tournament team by any means. I think it's too early to say that, to be that bold. But if you're going to make that type of run, this is one of those games you need to win. No doubt in my mind. You need to win this game. So, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous about Arkansas's guards. Their guard play is really, really good. They got 3 guys averaging over 15 points per game. So that's a little scary, obviously, with how good they are out there. And it's just, can South Carolina carry the momentum from the Vanderbilt game Saturday? Can they bring that into this one? I'll be very intrigued and interested just to see, if they can. So we'll see what happens. Next time you see me at the basketball game, come say what's up, man. Just come say what up. Would love to meet up with you, talk some shop. Birch's visit to Baton Rouge. So I thought about talking about this on the show that's going to come out tomorrow. I'm going to wait until Thursday just because I didn't want the one tomorrow to run too long because I was already talking about baseball and basketball. So decided to talk about it on Thursday because I'm going to talk about that and the recruiting rankings because I got some strong opinions. If you guys have already seen on social media the video I put out, I got some strong opinions on the recruiting rankings as well. But, Birch visiting LSU, I'm not hitting the panic button on it. I think Birch is going to be a Gamecock. I really do until he gives me an indication that he's not. You know what I mean? When you make the type of public announcement that he made and you have your family all there with you and, if he wanted to go with the safe pick, the safe option, the conservative option, I feel like he would have committed to LSU, Georgia, Clemson, whatever. If he was gonna do the flip thing, I think he would have committed to one of the bigger schools first and then flip to South Carolina last minute. I don't think he would have been a guy to go to South Carolina first and then flip later on. Maybe he will. I hope not, obviously, but I still think South Carolina gets him. We all need pen to paper. I definitely understand that. This is a get with Jordan Birch that I think we'll all shit ourselves if he flips, obviously. Boy, this is one that would really hurt Will Muschamp and his staff. And I mean, just not being able to keep him on board, that would hurt. That would hurt. Yeah. Solo Bowen, if you really want to know what the chain style is, whatever, just shoot me a DM or whatever on social media. I'll send you the link. So real good buddy or guy that I know pretty well that sells it. It's good stuff. Again, we all need pen to paper, man. I just keep looking back at that. Girls against Arkansas, Tennessee, and UConn. Yeah, I feel good about Dawn. I'm just at the point where I feel good about Dawn Staley, this team, a lot of talent. I think we got the best coach in the country in Dawn Staley, and I fully expect South Carolina to make a run to the title. I just, I feel good about it. So Xander Briggs, how about the quarterback situation? 3 guys, fine. I think Ryan Linsky right now is your number 1 guy. I think Luke Doty will push him, and I think it's still be determined how much of an impact Colin Hill is going to really be. But I think Ryan's your number 1 guy right now. I'd be fairly surprised if he's not. I think he's QB1. You know what I mean? I think Luke will push, though. I think Luke Doty will push him. It just depends on how quickly can Luke Doty pick up the scheme, pick up the offense. How quickly can he do it? That's what it's really going to come down to, in my opinion. So, yeah, with the backup quarterback situation, no idea. But I think Ryan is your QB1. It's his job to lose, no doubt. I mean, you got to think, too. You got to factor in the experience. He played a lot. He played every game last year, basically. So, I mean, that obviously means a lot in SEC play as well, getting that experience. He took those licks. A guy like Luke Doty, I don't think is going to be ready for that, but we'll see. We'll see. I think Luke will push a little bit, though. I think you're gonna see Luke play this year, no doubt. So yeah, we say the first 2 games should be easy. I mean, definitely if Coastal and ECU are not easier than normal games, we've got some major problems. But I think Luke will get a lot of playing time. I really do. I think he should get a lot of playing time. Is coach to blame if we do not get Jordan Burch? I mean, who does the recruiting? I mean, who else are you going to blame? You know what I mean? Nobody else does the recruiting, man. So I mean, you got to blame somebody, and I think Muschamp would be the guy to blame. So, you hate to put it all on one guy, but I mean, he is the man. He's the guy in charge. He's the one that told you he could sell ice to an Eskimo. So if you don't get Jordan Burch, you got to point the finger at him. Let's see. A couple weeks in, where do you see our men's NIT or NCAA? I think NIT right now, like I said, you're going to have to go on such a run to finish the season. I still find it hard to believe that we're not going to see this team revert back to old ways as far as inconsistency. I hope I'm wrong, but, I say NIT. I think NIT is a safe bet. I'm going to go with NIT. I don't think NCAA is in the cards right at this second. What are your thoughts on the offensive side of the ball, assuming you're talking football, obviously? You're going to need a lot of young guys to step up. You're going to need a lot of young guys on the perimeter, the skill positions to step up and make plays for you, no question. You're going to need a lot of young guys at the wide receiver position, especially because outside of Shi Smith, I mean, I know people are like, oh, what about Ortre? What about Josh Mann? I mean, what have those guys really done to tell you they're going to be anything more than what they've been in 2020? You know what I mean? So you're going to need a guy like a Rico Powers, like a Mike Wyman. You need Xavier Legette. You need those guys to have big years. You just need them to step up and grow up fast. You really do. Let's see. First 2 games should be easy, not when it's Carolina football. I mean, people scoffed at me when I said that when I picked South Carolina to lose to East Carolina. And, going into this season, I'll make my official predictions the week before the week of SEC Media Days. Will I have that as a loss? Probably not, to be honest with you. But it's one of those games that, I expect it to be a very hard-fought game. We just lost to App State. I don't think we should be taking anyone lightly or anyone for granted right now. So, I hope I'm wrong, but yeah, I think we all know Carolina football a little too well, and we've sort of learned you don't take any game for granted. I'm really surprised Dak didn't transfer, knowing he probably won't get time court. Yeah, it surprised me too. I really thought Dak was a guy who wanted to play the quarterback position, was set on playing quarterback, and what it tells me is that he is comfortable coming back and knows that he's not going to make an impact at the quarterback. He knows he's not going to play quarterback. He knows he's comfortable coming back and making an impact at a different position. That's what it tells me. So, I think Bobo and Muschamp both said that it seems like, the Carry-On wants to help the team whatever way he can. And, I mean, you never know, man. It may be a situation where he's just comfortable at South Carolina and is like, screw it, I don't want to leave, which I respect that. It's not like I don't want him on the team, but I'm like you. I'm a little bit surprised that he didn't transfer. But, overall, I mean, I hope he can help the team. I mean, he's obviously got some skill. He's got some athleticism, but we'll see. We'll see if he can help the team out this year. Let's see. Why do you think baseball team will be good? Last year was crappy, so what's different between last year and this year? It's a very good question. I think there's a lot of differences. I think there's a lot of differences between last year and this year. Number one, Carmen Mlodzinski is healthy. That's a big number one, too. That's a big one. That really killed South Carolina a year ago. Number two, you're just deeper at every position. You know what I mean? And I think you go into this year, you're just more talented, too. I mean, with all due respect to him, he's still on the team, on the staff, you as a grad assistant. But, you went into last year, Sawyer Bridges was your closer. That was a complete failure. You didn't really know who your setup guy was. You had a lot of inconsistencies in the line. I think overall this team is deeper. This team has the best problem you can have. It's got too many guys. There's a lot of depth. There's a lot of guys fighting for a limited number of spots, which is a good thing. So I just think top to bottom, this team will be a lot better. Now, the SEC is treacherous. The SEC is absolutely treacherous. So I'm not sitting here saying South Carolina is going to be a top 10 team or anything crazy like we saw in 2010 and 2013, or 2010 and 2012, whatever. But anyways, I think this team's much, much better. They get back to the postseason. I think they're a 2 or 3 seed in a regional. I think you're looking at a team that's like a 35, 36 win team, hovering around 15 and 15, 16 and 14 in the SEC, something like that. I think they'll be much better. I really think the return of Carmen Mlodzinski, a healthy Mlodzinski, is going to make a massive difference this year for sure. Marshawn Lloyd, great. I think he's going to be a phenomenal back at Carolina. I think he might. I think he's your next 1,000-yard runner, to be honest. Let's see. You think Lloyd comes in 1,000-yard rusher? I don't think this year he's a 1,000-yard rusher, but I think at some point in his career he hits 1,000. Yes, in a season. Yes. Honestly, the most slept-on aspect of football we're going to miss is special teams, mainly in reference to the punt team. No one can reverse field, be the leading rusher in the same game. Charlton will be greatly missed. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you take for granted what it's like, when you have a good punter and a good kicker, good special teams, you take it for granted, and then when you don't, you just realize how important it is. So yeah, I definitely agree with you and think that we will miss Joseph Charlton a lot. I think we'll miss Joseph Charlton a lot. No cap for sure. I expect him to have a really good NFL career. Stay tuned because that might be our next interview, by the way. It will be a really fun one. You guys stay tuned for that. Prediction for the Super Bowl. I'm going to go. I don't know, man. It's tough. That's really tough. Both these teams are so evenly matched. I'm going to go 49ers. I just think their defense. I don't know. I like the Niners for whatever reason. Debo. I think Debo wins the Super Bowl. So I got the 49ers. Would you be shocked if we lose tomorrow to Arkansas? Absolutely not. I'm actually picking Arkansas to win the game. So, no, I would not be shocked at all. I think Arkansas is a good team. They can shoot the basketball. They got 3 really, really good guards. They have 3 guards that average over 15 points per game. So, no, 100% would not be shocked. Got to go with my heart and pick the 49ers because of Debo Samuel. Yeah, I mean, either way. I mean, Fenton for the Chiefs. Chris Lamont is also in the Chiefs. You got Debo for the Niners. I would love to see Debo score a touchdown. The Super Bowl would be awesome. So, yeah, it'd be great. Let's see. Speaking of special teams, who do you think can spark the return game? Need another ace-type guy. I'd like to see a guy like Jamie Robinson back there. Obviously Brian's not here anymore, right? So we got to have somebody else. I think Xavier Legette's going to fight for it. I think Shi Smith could fight for it. Like I said, Jamie Robinson. Why not Dak Joyner? I mean, why not Dak Joyner? He could be a guy. He could be a guy that fights for it. So there's definitely some capable dudes on the roster. It's just kind of finding out, who is comfortable in that situation, who's comfortable doing that. So you guys keep them coming. Keep the questions coming for sure. I don't know if you guys saw the video I put on social media. Oh, excuse me. Good Lord. I don't know if you guys saw the video I put on social media about the recruiting rankings. Actually, Jordan Birch shared it, which was very, very funny. Let's see. Am I wrong for thinking the women's team will handle 90% of their games and win the tournament? No, you're not. I don't think so. This team's really talented, really good, led by Dawn Staley, who I'd say is the best coach in the country. No, you're not wrong at all for thinking that. I think that's about right. I mean, I joke when I say it. I half joke, but I'm serious at the same time. Like, wake me up when when women's basketball gets to the Final Four, because I mean, I don't see this team losing. I really don't. I do not see this team losing. Crap. Let's see. I think if both men's team have bad years, aka baseball and basketball, I think Tanner may be out the door. Yeah, I said that I'd be surprised if Tanner's the AD come football season. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. Just in my opinion, if you're going to get rid of, if you're going into a season where you know there's a chance you might get rid of your football coach, I mean, you either got to get rid of him now or you got to stick it out with him, because you can't look for an AD and a head coach at the same time. You just can't do it. So, we'll see. We'll see. I think Tanner's days are numbered, though, no doubt. I think our running back core will be low-key good this year. Yeah, I mean, you got it. I mean, obviously, I think Marshawn's RB1. I definitely think Marshawn Lloyd is RB1. That's no secret how I feel about that. I think Kevin Harris is a good option back there. I think Deshaun Fenwick can obviously do some nice things. So I think there's some capable guys. I know I'm probably missing. So I feel like I'm off the top of my head. If you guys want to correct me on who I'm missing, I just having a brain fart, I feel like. But no, I think the running back position, with how much you lose, still has the opportunity to be pretty good. So I still think UConn will beat us until UConn loses to us. I'm picking UConn over wrong. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, that's definitely fair. I can't wait to see that matchup. That's going to be a lot of fun, that game. 6-6 or bust next year. I mean, I think 6-6 might still get Will Muschamp fired. I mean, I think Will Muschamp needs to go 7-5 or better to keep his job 100%. Worse than 6-6, he's automatically fired, no questions asked. And 6-6, I think he's still probably fired. It sucks because those of you saw the article, I'm sure South Carolina's probably got the toughest schedule again. I mean, and I don't think you're not going to be able to use the schedule as a crutch this year. So, it just sucks. It's tough. Very tough. Old news, but why do you think Lattimore stepped down? I just think Lattimore probably want to do other things. I mean, I don't think it was anything. He obviously loves USC and USC fans love him, but I mean, I think it's just one of those things where he wanted to broaden his horizons a little bit. He's been in South Carolina his whole life. He's got the opportunity to, he's got the financials to do it. He's got the support system to do it. Why not? So, I mean, I'm not really surprised at that, to be honest with you. Why do you think Tanner hired Coach Boom in the first place? What was Tanner thinking? My bad. I really don't know. You missed on a couple of guys you wanted to get. Coach Boom was available. You said screw it and you pulled the trigger. That's really the only thing I can think of. So you guys keep the questions coming. This is really, really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Keep the questions coming. Looks like A&M's beating Tennessee 25-24 at halftime. Adam Ritter, appreciate the comments, man. I really appreciate the support. Seriously. Riddle me this. I'm going to stir the pot a little. Why hire an OC in Bobo who had kind of a mediocre tenure at CSU? I mean, was he the best people? I mean, you're not stirring the pot. You're just pointing out the obvious. I mean, it feels like the buddy system with Muschamp when he hires coaches. I mean, it's the best joke I saw was Gamecockology, our good friend Gamecockology, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with, made the joke that Will Muschamp doesn't have the internet. He simply has a Rolodex of business cards, and he just picks one of those out randomly and hires a guy from it. That's what it feels like. I mean, everybody he hires is like a Georgia Connect or his buddy or like, I'm not saying Bobo was a bad hire, but it's just like such a typical hire. It was such the typical hire. So, no, I don't disagree with you at all. So, What are the girls' odds to win the Natty? I'm not 100% sure what the actual Vegas odds are. I have to check on that. Still sick to my stomach about Kobe. I agree. It's awful, man. I talked about it on today's show a little bit. If you listened, it was not the easiest thing in the world to talk about. It's just devastating. Prayers to obviously all the families, all the people involved. It's terrible. What's your game you're most excited about for this upcoming football season? I mean, Georgia at home's always one to be really, really excited about. I will probably be going to the Swamp. I'm planning on going to all of them, actually, going to all the road games, everything. So getting to visit the Swamp, that's one I've been wanting to visit for a really, really long time. Let's see. What are the other road trips? Oh, at LSU, definitely going to LSU. That's going to be a lot of fun. So I think my excitement for the games are more so revolving around the experiences. I mean, again, you play Georgia at home. That's always exciting. But going on those road trips, going to the Swamp for the first time, going to Baton Rouge for the first time, yeah, I'm really pumped about that. Let's see. When you're on the hot seat already, you better hope Bobo doesn't shit the bed. Yeah, I mean, bro, I don't know. They made the hire so fast. They made the hire so quickly. It makes you think, like, did they really do their due diligence and they do their research and they look and see who was the best available? I don't know. I can't say for a fact they did. Do you ever do Spurs Up tailgates? We'll be doing that every single game, road or home and road this fall. Yes. And I will also be planning to do some during the baseball season as well. I've already got something in the works for opening day. Definitely the Clemson series. I don't know if it'll be necessarily a tailgate, but I'll be out there all 3 games for that series. But yeah, definitely football. Going to have a tailgate spot. I think probably in the fairgrounds. Haven't really finalized that yet. Need to look into that actually right now. Need to go ahead and knock that out. My plan is to go ahead and buy all tickets, hotels, spots, everything for the season. So I will be at every single game, home and away. We will have some sort of Spurs Up show tailgate, probably in the works as well. Going to do like a Spurs Up show pregame show. Something I wanted to do last football season, but I just moved to Columbia and really didn't want to force the issue, if you will, but definitely something that's coming. Yeah, definitely something that's coming. So stay tuned. I'm excited about it. Rank football, basketball, baseball, your favorites. So this is me. 1A and 1B. I would say football, baseball tied for first. Basketball would be third because that's how ties work. But I'll be honest with you, I get just as excited to cover baseball as I do football simply because I played the sport. So it obviously makes a big difference for me. Everybody loves football, obviously. I mean, how can you not? And I do like basketball. It's not like I don't like. I mean, I have season tickets. I go to every single game. It's a lot of fun. Those are great times, great experiences. But, I got to rank baseball ahead of basketball. Just have to. Tampa Gamecocks heading up to the Swamp. Yeah, let's definitely meet up. Would love to. Would love to coordinate something as well with you guys. I mean, I did something with the Charlotte Gamecock Club before, so would love to maybe do something like that. If nothing else, swing by. It would be awesome. Softball may be good this year. Yeah, I mean, I put up this today. They preseason ranked 19th in the country in the coaches poll. So, I mean, it's no surprise. I mean, our women's sports continues to just dominate everything. So, I don't think anybody should be surprised at this point when we're good at a women's sport. So, let's see. Can you do a live stream when Jordan Burch signs? Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely. No, 100%. That was the plan. Yeah, definitely going to have a lot of, in comparison to the early signing day, going to have a lot of stuff next week for signing day still because there are still some things that get finalized. There's still going to be some guys making decisions. So, yeah, we're going to have a lot of extensive signing day coverage for sure. Yes, I will 100% be doing a live stream when the Burch stuff goes down. Who's your coach if you could have anyone? No questions asked. Anyone. I mean, probably Saban. I mean, I know he's old, but I mean, I'd be shocked if within a 3 to 4 year span, South Carolina wasn't a playoff team. That's how good of a head coach I think Nick Saban is. So I got a bad feeling about Jordan. A lot of people do. I still feel good about it, but that visit to LSU doesn't make anybody feel good for sure. I definitely understand that. Let's see. I wish our men's basketball team was like our women's. We can only pray. I mean, Yeah, I mean, it's the success Dawn and them have had is crazy. I'd love to see men's get to that level. I just like to see men's get to the point where they're making the NCAA tournament once every 3 years. That's really once every 3 to 4 years. That's what I want. So I don't think that's asking a lot. Imagine being a Carolina fan living in Clemson during their absolute domination of football. Can you imagine? Oh, wait, that's me. Also, Carr has been keyed multiple times because of it. God, I feel for you, man. I live in Columbia, obviously. Excuse me, guys. Dang, I don't know why. Got the yawns. I feel for you. I don't know what else to say. I feel for you, bro. That's tough. I do not wish that upon anybody. So I feel for you, no doubt. Let's see. Well, AKA Fire Coach Boom will be back if we do not get – Fire Coach Boom will be back if we don't get Jordan. I mean, it's never left for me, man. I'll be completely honest with you. You think LSU winning the Natty can sway him at all? I mean, I'm sure they're using that. I'm no doubt they're going to be using that. I mean, for sure. But I don't know. I still say I think we get Jordan Birch. I think if Jordan was going to flip, he would have committed to LSU or Georgia or Clemson first and then flip to South Carolina. I just don't understand what the upside or the positive thing is to commit to South Carolina initially and then flip. Like, I don't know. I don't see it, but I mean, it's definitely scary. It is. And it's going to be a real kick in the, what, if he flips. It's going to hurt. It's going to very much so hurt. So signing day is February the 5th. A week from tomorrow. So, yep, a week from tomorrow. Next Wednesday is signing. And I got that right, correct? Next Wednesday? Let me double check here. I don't want to be telling you the wrong thing. Yes, next Wednesday, February 5th. Yep, next Wednesday. And Birch will be signing at 1 o'clock at Hammond. 1 o'clock. So, yeah. Was actually looking at trying to maybe go to that. I don't know. I don't know what the – probably just stay at home, though. Cover signing day. It'd be a lot easier. So, yep. But anyways, we'll have extensive signing day coverage either way. I'll be going all day covering that. So, but appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate the questions. Obviously makes it a lot more fun when there are tons of questions to go over. So, I appreciate you guys. Been a long day today. Taco Tuesday. Might have to go grab some tacos. I don't know yet. Let's see. Let's see. Jordan gets playing time right away here, but LSU, he may be a backup. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's a huge selling point. You're going to play immediately. You get to play for your home state school in front of your family. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense for him to pick South Carolina. Favorite pro team, the Braves in baseball. NFL, honestly, I really don't have a team. I don't know. I've always been a college guy. NBA don't really have a team either. So I don't know. I've just always been a college guy. So my dad's a Dolphins fan. My grandpa was a Dolphins fan. I kind of low-key pull for the Dolphins, but honestly, man, they were so bad growing up that I could not get into it. So how do you feel about Donaldson leaving the Braves and getting Ozuna? Sucks to lose Donaldson. I liked watching him play. I really like watching Donaldson play, but I'm excited about Ozuna. I'm excited about the Braves lineup in general, man. They got some bashers. They've got some bashers for sure. I'm very excited about that. So I think the Braves will be good once again. It's just simply put, the question with Atlanta sports is can they put it all together when the postseason gets here? It's just the curse of Georgia sports, man. So, we'll see what happens, but I think they'll have a good ball club. I really do. I think they'll have a really good ball club. So get a couple more questions in here and wrap it up. Let's see. Do you blame our GM not getting Donaldson? It looks like money issue. It's always money, man. It's always money with the Braves. It's exhausting. It's exhausting to talk about the money issues and blah, 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 blah all the time. Just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Do you think the Astros got punished enough? That's a good question. Oh man, it's tough. I mean, I don't think so. it felt like more of a slap on the wrist, but I'm not a big guy of like take away the titles and all this bullshit. Like they won the World Series. You cannot take that away from them. But you know, I don't know. I don't know. I think they could have done more. I definitely think they could have done more in regards to like a punishment, if you will. It's someone different that streams the Carolina games on Twitch, right? Because the voice sounds so different. Yes, that's my buddy Tim. That is not me. So I let my buddy Tim take over the Twitch streams just to get it back rolling, get it back going. I'll be jumping back on there when we do the Sims in preseason for the football season, exactly like we did last year. But the Twitch content's an ever-evolving thing. I just wanted somebody to take it over and be consistent with it. My buddy Tim was down. He's a pretty funny dude, pretty entertaining, so I figured why not let him roll with it. If he messes up, though, you guys let me know. But no, I'm kidding. But no, yeah, it's definitely a different guy. No questions, a different guy. Let's see. You should do an Atlanta Braves show. There's a lot of fans. I mean, I'll talk some Braves baseball on the podcast. Why not? I mean, especially in the summer when it's really slow, we can talk Braves baseball. But yeah, this show keeps me pretty busy. So that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to go eat some dinner since I have not yet. But if you haven't done so, listen to the pod. Listen to today's pod. Episode 200, which is pretty cool. 200 episodes. Cheers to the next 200, I guess. But be sure to tune into the pod. Appreciate you guys, as always, for the questions. We'll probably do another one of these Thursday. We can talk about the Arkansas game that was and kind of look ahead to the weekend, stuff like that. But do appreciate you guys. Appreciate the support. And, again, we'll talk soon. Thanks.